Actually, our fear of submission usually is wrapped up in a fear of being controlled, being dominated, being abused, being taken advantage of. So it's fear. That's why Peter, immediately after talking about the holy women who hoped in God adorn themselves by respecting or by submitting to their husbands, he follows up by saying, you are her daughters if you don't fear what is fearful. And so even to walk in the submission that God is requiring of us requires us to have such a faith in God that we don't fear what is legitimately scary. It's legitimately scary.
Wow, I've never thought about it that way.
It's
That's deep.
scary to trust that you're going to guide me correctly. It's scary to trust that you are going to lead me where you want me to. That is scary. And scripture says, I know it's scary, but don't fear it. You need to trust God more than you trust him. And so that means that your weakness, your ultimate submission is as unto the Lord, which gives you the strength to show up well with your husband. And I believe the Lord honors that. And so even if you got to be quiet and let him mess up, the Lord will bless it because you did what was in order.
That's really good.
Submission to your own husband might not look like submission to their husband. How you submit to that man might not be how I submit to this man. That's where communication comes in.
Yeah.
And so for our relationship, it's what does respect look like for you?
Yeah.
What does submission look like for you?
Yeah.
What are the visions that you have that you want me to lean into? What are the emotional things that you're going through that you want me to lift up? It actually becomes much more specific.
That's good.
When you deal with what does submission look like in this marriage instead of applying what submission looks like in that marriage to this one. I think when you do that, you probably put more burdens on you than are necessary because you're trying to show up for your husband in the way that Stacy is showing up for hers.
Yeah.
And that's just not going to work. You putting on a costume that don't fit.